Dry manicure and gel overlay with alternative style of French nails coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. Today we have a beautiful nails to work on. On the other hand, we have a cut. She was playing volleyball the day before that, so we need to be careful with that nail. And by the way, this is my gym buddy. First, let's start by pushing back the cuticles, and today I will be trying a new kind of pusher. It is a square-shaped pusher. One side is very soft, so it's designed to push back the cuticles, and the other one is a bit sharp and is designed to clean the cuticles underneath so you can prep them better. Even though it seems sharp, it's not that sharp that you can actually cut the cuticles, but you need to be careful anyways. So I will show you how it works, and I think this kind of pusher and this kind of prep technique will work great if you are just getting started with the dry manicure and e-file. I get this question a lot from you guys. Is it necessary to push back the cuticles first with a pusher or orange wood stick, or you can work with the e-file right away? And my opinion is that you need to push it back first anyways. Especially now, here we have thin cuticles, but they're very close to the nail plate. So first I push it up, and then with the side of the pusher I'm carefully cleaning the skin, and it will be quite helpful when you will start working with the e-file. So first we push it back, and the next step is very similar. Let's imagine that you take a shampoo and then you want to separate the sticker from the shampoo. You will not just do it quick, right? You just start from the corner, slowly, gently, pushing it up, and that's exactly what we are doing at the moment. So I start from the corner and carefully go up. It should not hurt, it should not be painful. If you see that the skin is not separating yet, then come back and with the opposite side push it back again. Also, do not expect the cuticles to be pushed back just with one move of the pusher. So I'm going back and forth, and this is how I separate it. And now with the corner I start with one, and you see this white residue. So this is the skin that we're cleaning under the cuticle. And also, if you are not using e-file for prep, you can prep the nails like that just by using this kind of pusher. And by the way, this side also need to be sharpened from time to time. It really depends on the amount of clients, but I would say every 2 to 3 months will be enough. I think I will stop at this point since I'm going to use e-file as well. Now let's take a look. The cuticles are all pushed up, and now let's do the shaping. On the other hand, the shape is not so bad, while on this one we have a totally different length and shape. Our goal is short square, so I will simply file the long nails into short.
Je suis pas celle que tu crois, aucun cabron ne m'a touché. À part toi, caballero, non, personne ne m'a touché. La cocaïne, a pris ma famille. Je suis une clandestine, amie, amie. La cocaïne.
Next step will be e-file. I will be using a flame bead with a red abrasive mark. The speed is now 16,000 rotations per minute, and I will start by cleaning the left side. Since we already did some work with the pusher, now it's so much easier because the cuticle is already pushed up. Be careful, do not press into the nail plate. And by the way, can you see these white lines on the nail? And this was due to the previous product removal. She didn't do any nails during the quarantine, so they grew out pretty long, and she simply took them off by herself. But other than that, the nails are in a pretty good condition. Now let's switch to the opposite side. Now this is reverse mode and the same speed. I will be using the same flame bead to clean the sidewalls since there's not that much to clean. You probably noticed that after working with a diamond bead, they get clogged and they're not really working anymore. That's why it is so important to sanitize and sterilize them after each client. It will not only kill the bacteria but also clean them, and they will work so much better.
Aucun cabron ne m'a touché. À part toi, caballero, non, personne ne m'a touché. La cocaïne a pris ma famille. Je suis une clandestine à Miami. La cocaïne a pris ma famille. Je suis une clandestine à Miami. La cocaïne.
Next step, trimming the cuticles, and today I will use these scissors by Silver Star with the Japan steel. Also, the blades are very long and I love it. It is so easy working with this client's skin because it's just super easy for cleaning, and you can do anything you want. I mean, you can do the dry manicure with the e-file, you can do the trimming with any kind of implements, because when you are dealing with a normal skin, you can use any technique. But the easiest skin type to work with the e-file only is definitely a dry skin. Now make sure you are trimming only the dead tissue, and when I'm done with trimming, I will also buff the cuticles with a sphere bead. This is red abrasive mark, and the speed should be pretty low, about 12,000 rotations per minute, and at this point we're not supposed to press on the skin, only a very gentle light touch. Once the skin is clean and beautiful, and you can clean the sidewalls too, this is what we get. On the opposite hand, remember we have a broken nail, this one, and now let's do the extensions because we really need this short square shape for the design that I'm about to do. I already applied dehydrator and non-acid primer, and then I apply a thin coat of the base coat, and this is the one by Cupa. I will cure it in LED for 30 seconds, and I decided to use polygel for extensions, and this is control gel by IBD. The color is called Natural. First, I will create the free edge, and since we have a very short nails, I'm not supposed to do it long. By the way, it is so hard for me for some reason to create short nails. I always end up making them a bit longer. I don't know, maybe because I want to do long nails all the time. Then we cure it in LED for 1 minute, and then I'm going to take off the form, which is optional, by the way. You don't have to do it at this point. I just like to get rid of them as soon as possible for some reason. So I took a bit more of the polygel this time, place it near the cuticle and start working. And by the way, I'm using the same brush that I'm using for the gel. I mean, not the exact same brush, but the same kind of brush. I just use one for gel and another one for polygel. I just really like this shape. It's like square brush number 7, and the corners are rounded a bit. But remember that once you use it with the polygel, you cannot use the same one for gel. Makes sense? So I have like two similar brushes, and I just point one with the nail polish, you know, with a pink color, so I know that this one is for polygel, another one is for gel. And oh my, I definitely took too much product, so let's get rid of the excess and cure it for 1 minute. Now we're going to take off this sticky layer, and oh my god guys, I still ended up making it longer than I'm supposed to. Oh well, let's just file it shorter so it will match with the other nails. I also decided not to pinch it so it will not look that much different from the other nails. Now let's do the overlay. Dehydrator on the entire nail. Once it's dry, I apply non-acid primer only on the free edge because this is where we need some extra adhesion. Thin coat of the base coat, and I'm using Cupa again. Remember that the coat should be super thin and you are not supposed to touch the skin. If you accidentally did, quickly clean it and then cure in LED for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to apply a nude base, and if I'm applying the base, why did I apply another base before that? The thing is that color base coats are not suitable for all the clients, and since her nails were a bit damaged after removal, I just decided to be super safe, just do the first coat of clear first and then this one. So I added a bit more in the style of builder gel, and then I will cure it, and I think one coat will be enough since we are adding a design there. Now I'm going to seal it with the top coat because I decided to do this French style art on top of the top coat. I will be using gel paints by En Vogue, and they are specifically designed for design which can be applied on top of the top coat. They are no wipe, so once we apply them, that's it. This part looks exactly like I will be doing a French style nails. I always start with these corners and then I simply connect them in the middle and we have a French nails, but not this time. This time I will just stop. I saw this idea a few times on Pinterest and on Instagram and I just loved it. I think it's such a cool solution, especially for short nails, just something unusual. Also, it reminds me of this kind of French nails we do in our school sometimes when the students are practicing long nails, like stilettos or almonds, and then models be like, oh, can you please file them shorter at the end because I just don't feel like having such a long nails, and we do file them short, and this is how they look afterwards because the middle part of this deep V-shaped smile line is already missing. But I don't know, I just really like this look. So first I do 2 lines, and the most challenging part is to make them symmetrical, and then I fill them with the color. Make sure it is not too thick because we do not want to change the shape of the nails. Cure it for 1 minute, and here we go. Alternative French style nail art, or maybe guys you have a different idea for this look. Oh, and by the way, we did a very fun photo shoot with sausages. Check out my Instagram page, is the same name as here, Nail Code, to see the result. Let me guys know what do you think, and thank you so much for watching. If you're first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new nail art tutorials just like this one every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!